Welcome to my Saturn Neptune 0 point. We are at the big reset. You might have heard a lot of astrologers talking about this, guys. This is a big deal. Reset on our personal world, the global scale, but with this being, we're in heavy Aquarian energy and Pluto's in Aquarius for the next 20 years. Pluto wants to transform, and in Aquarius it's about the freedom-seeking people, power of the people, bringing the power back to the people. Aries is the I am, it's the self. So this is where we are shedding some old immaturity, some old fear-based energy, some old beliefs. You can already see that, the top down, things are getting, secrets are coming to be revealed, things are going crazy up there in the power world of our leadership. This is bringing in a new leader. Aries is the leader, it's the beginning of the zodiac. Aries, if you can imagine it like, it's called the baby of the zodiac because it is the initiation of your life. It is the self, it's the self-identity. So think of it as the newborn baby. Head first, Aries rules the head, the ram, the horns on its head, and it pushes things out. So if you imagine pushing down the birth canal, that's the fiery energy of Aries. It's giving you the strength to push forward through something. So while Saturn and Neptune go into Aries and settle there for this new world reset, we are going to be disciplined. As for discipline, we've got the discipline of Saturn, which is the teacher, and we've got the softness of Neptune, thank goodness. So we've got this more softer, disciplined approach to leading. Hopefully we see that on the world stage, although that's going to transition over time. That's what Pluto and Aquarius is doing for the next 20 years, revolutionising our new leadership. The world has to change. It's too heavily in that old war and conflict, which what Aries rules, the war god, it's ruled by Mars. This is where it's reset. The masculine has matured, you've matured, taking this on a personal level. You have matured over the last 30 years. You've learned some lessons to set you free from some old restricted beliefs, some ancestral beliefs. So as we get into this energy, guys, we're going to feel this, but I want us to go into a more brand new energy. We've not felt this. This astrology that we're in now, it's rare. We've never felt this in our lifetime. And astrologers are saying it goes back before, I don't know, thousands of millennia. It goes right back where the last transits were, where they are today. How unique, how special we are to be on planet at this time when we are in a reset. Now, sometimes that means change. Most of the times it means change. And this is where the unfamiliar comes in. We've got a lot of nervous energy at the moment because we might be getting pushed into fear, and that affects our nervous system. This is asking us to reset that and quieten and remember, take back our power. This is where we're resetting. No matter what's going on in the external world, the noise, the chatter, the chaos, you can always bring in an inner peace, and that's the beauty of Neptune in Aries. Taking back your peace. So yes, spirituality is going to be important with this. Now, spirituality, for me, it's just another word for getting to know who you really are. Ripping away the band-aid from the past. When I looked at the clock, it was 333. So that might be significant for some of you. So this is where discipline becomes self-respect. Where you are respecting your boundaries, you are respecting your body. Aries rules the physical body. Aries also rules the blood. What do you want to leave behind from your bloodline? Meaning ancestral beliefs, ancestral trauma, ancestral patterns, where you want to step into who you really are. This is where the 0 point comes in. This is where the reset comes in, but it starts with you. You think all your healing is not having an impact on the world. It is. This is where we are changing the world from the inside out, from the bottom to the top. We make a difference. So I'm going to go into my tarot card and look at what this new 0 point is. Let's have a look, see. Quite a few cards pulled out. Here we have the Sun in Aries. So I'll talk about them individually. I'm going to put them down because I get carried away when I see the card underneath. I'm an Aries. Here we have the Sun in Aries. The Sun is exalted in Aries. It's a fire sign. The sun rules Leo, which is a fire. Fire is beautiful energy. It's exalted, meaning it feels happy there. So when we hit the 20th of March, when the sun goes into Aries, we're going to get our mojo back. We're going to realise what we're moving forward with. But in the meantime, this reset point is going to bring in things that we need to see globally and in our emotional, physical and personal worlds. What we want to leave behind. You can see this man. He's got his back to us. He's turned his back on something. And he's saying, I'm waiting for the abundance, the joy, the happiness. A lot of yellow in this card, which signals the sun, which signals our life force, it's our power. He's looking, he's waiting for his ships to come in, and he knows he's going to be okay. Now we've just, on the 17th of February, we left the snake, and if you're watching that before then, we're nearly there. We left the year of the snake where we were shedding. 2025 was always going to be about shedding the old. Parts of you that don't resonate anymore. To make way for the fire horse. If you can see the image behind me, it's the fire horse rising up, and Aries is driving this. Remember the newborn coming out the birth canal. It's pushing forward into the new reality. Now Chiron's been in Aries, and he still is. Chiron has a long transit, so since 2018 you've been healing a self-identity wound. Chiron moves out of Aries on the 19th of June, so not long. His final months of being in there after a long transit of realising who he is. And you've done it. We're at the end now. But what has got left to shed is going to be made aware. You can see here, by the 20th, by Aries season, things are going to move forward very quickly. This guy is holding his red cloak and a green cloak over that. Red is the root chakra. Aries rules the root chakra. It's our stability. Remember, coming down the birth canal, it's what insecurities we bring into this world, which we've carried from our ancestral past, what we acquired in the womb. We can hold a lot of our ancestral, maternal and paternal energy through the bloodline. This is saying let's turn the back on the past. It's holding the green cloak, which is our heart chakra. We're moving forward with a more passionate leadership, knowing where we've stood and know what these wounds that you've been through have taught you. Independence. It's allowed you to find your self-worth, your value and your identity. Letting go of the past and opening your heart to receive. So that's the first card. What else do we have? Mercury in Taurus, the Five of Pentacles. Practical earth. We can see here where there's a woman, presuming a mother and a child, out in the snow. They haven't got much clothes on, so they're going to be cold. One of the child is injured. In the background there's a church serving hot food, a bed for the night. But this woman walks past. Come on, son, we're not worthy. We're letting go of some unworthy energy where we felt we were not good enough, where we didn't fit in. And that can be seen in this old structure that's falling right now, where we were all put in a box and asked to follow like sheep. And the more money that you had, the more power you had. The more education you had, the more power you had. This is all fallen by the wayside now. We are all individual and all equal. And this is what we're leaving behind. What else do we have? Wish fulfillment. This is Mars in Pisces. Mars again is that masculine energy who rules Aries. We're going to step into our emotional wish fulfillment energy with this 0 point. Oh, we have an opportunity to. I've been naming this as the blank canvas or the blank page in your new jotter. You're going to get your crayons out, you're going to get your felt tips out, you're going to get your paintbrush out, and you're going to paint, create your wish fulfillment. That is the opportunity we have with this 0 point. Remember, it lies with you. What we think, we create. In my readings that I do personally on a one-to-one, I've been pulling the magician for a lot of my clients, and that is what we are. We are the magician. What we think we create, we can manipulate the mind into our creation of what we want to see on this blank canvas. Here we have the Two of Pentacles. This is Jupiter in Capricorn. I always associate my tarot with the astrology. So here we have the infinity symbol, the power symbol, most powerful symbol in my opinion, where we transform in one reality into another, old earth into new earth, if you like. And we've got the juggler. He's doing a bloody good job there on one foot, juggling life. The ship in the background is ups and downs with the emotions. We're transforming them. And that's what the past, remember Chiron being in there since 2018? That's what you've done. You've transformed your adversities into strength, into courage, and you've learned from those patterns. You've turned lead into gold. And Jupiter in Capricorn, Jupiter rewards, is the abundant planet. And that's the opportunity we have. Ten of Swords. This is Sun in Gemini. The mind. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Again, the mind. Mercury is our physical mind, our human mind, if you like. And the higher octave of that is Uranus. So Uranus is the cosmic mind and Mercury is the human mind. Our old beliefs, our old egotistical traumas are stored in there. And it's saying, 10, it's done. There's no more to learn from the past. You can see that the dawn has come and the sun's going to start to rise again. And that's where we are. You can see the red cloak, again, the root chakra, the masculine. We're going to be blessed with this 0 point reset if we believe that's what we want. Let's get my Moonology deck out now, guys. Let's put some more layers on this. Then before I go, I'm going to ask some specific questions from what the Saturn and Neptune 0 point is bringing to us as a collective. But firstly, I'm going to go into the moon. What does the moon? Now, the moon is our home. It's our feminine. It's our nurturing energy. Let's see what the moon wants to bring into this energy. What do we have? There you go. Remember the mind and Uranus, the higher octave? Override the old stories. Override the old ego. Now start believing in the impossible. And we can do that by opening our heart to believe, to receive, stepping into our feminine power. Remember where we're leading from. Neptune in Aries, the spiritual warrior. When we tap into our spirituality, we're tapping into our feminine. Aries is a very masculine energy. This is where we have been led because we needed to. We needed to be in that fight or flight and survival. But now this is saying no. It's time for Neptune to step in and awaken your feminine. And that's where we open up to receive and believe in the impossible. Your commitment is being tested. Now remember what I said about Saturn going into Aries. He asks for commitment. He asks for discipline. Anything that no longer serves you now will be coming up to be felt. You'll feel it as a pain, as an uncomfortable feeling. He's not trying to punish you. He's trying to help you manifest and believe in the impossible. So whatever's out of alignment, whether that be a routine, a daily routine that you need to get up and move your body. Remember, Aries is the physical body. It's fire, it's action, it's masculine. If we're sat all day at a desk or procrastination, Aries will get frustrated in that. So Saturn comes in and says, okay, let's get disciplined. Let's just move our body for a 15-minute walk every day. It's as simple as that. You take one step and Saturn will meet you halfway. You don't have to commit to a gym membership. You don't have to commit to this 5 times, 6 times a week. Just saying, okay, I'm going to move my body. Get up every 10 minutes when your bones and your knees are feeling tired, and just give them a shake. Acknowledge your physical body. Also with Saturn being in Aries, along with Neptune, this is going to be your spiritual practice too. So where can you find some solitude? Remember, getting the action and the peace and the solitude balanced. It's not all about taking action like Aries used to be. You've matured in that area. You've calmed down the masculine now. The masculine's come down from the watchtower. Expect powerful beginnings. This is expect a powerful change. New moon eclipse. Lots going on in February. So we have the outer planet shifting. We have the personal planet shifting. But we also have eclipse starting. 17th of February, the day that actually we're going to the fire horse, the Chinese New Year, into fire, we have a powerful eclipse in Aquarius, which is freedom. This is squaring off with Pluto in Aquarius. So this means there's a heavy Uranian energy. Uranus rules Aquarius, which is about expect the unexpected. And he's going to awaken and shaken things that need to be brought to our attention. But remember, this can be the most beautiful energy. It's going to move you forward very quickly. We're heading into a lot of fire and air, masculine, fast energy. So remember, we've got to believe in the impossible. And what you believed wasn't possible, they're all beliefs. This is saying, expect powerful, happy, healthy change. The end of a tough cycle approaches. This is what it's taken us out of. Capricorn energy, ruled by Saturn. Saturn's just finished a 30-year cycle. And hence it moving in on 0 point on 14th of February into the sign of Aries to start that brand new cycle again. And this is where that cycle ends. Capricorn energy is that it is the top-down approach. So we're going to see leadership changes. We're going to see global changes. But this is where we've been controlled. This is where we've been restricted in our own mind. Fear-based energy. So look at where in your personal world you have been restricted. Plans have been delayed. Obstacles have been put in your way. Expect and believe in the impossible because it's going to start shifting. But it depends on how you are seeing this. Remember, you're the one in control of your 0 point, your blank canvas. You're in charge of where you're going next because it's ended. It's up to you if you want to go back straight back into that energy. But it's a time for healing. We've been in a heavy cycle. Saturn alone ended a 30-year cycle, starting a new cycle in Aries. It's been karmic energy. Saturn rules karma. We've been in a heavy masculine, feminine, mother, father, ancestral energy clearing. And for now, we might need to integrate at this time. And this is where the structure and the Saturnian energy comes in Aries. It says, just calm your horses. The energy is fast, but it wants it to be structured and disciplined. No time wasting when Saturn's in Aries. Okay, guys, I'm going to finish off this reading with I'm going to ask some questions, and I'm going to use the Ancestors and Gods deck, Angels and Ancestors rather. I haven't used this for a while. So I'm going to ask Saturn, because remember we've got Saturn and Neptune in this brand new cycle, initiating it. It's the relay runner setting off. What's it asking us? So Saturn, what are you teaching the collective to do with our self-identity in Aries? Saturn, whoa, here we go. So I always take the top and the bottom. So we have the White Witch. Look at that. Look at that White Witch. Beautiful. So be the light. So Saturn's asking us to be the light. Remember, Saturn in Aries is our physical vessel. Light. Shedding the old. We've shed a lot, but it wants you to maintain it. And now you've got to put the boundaries in. Whether that's with people, places and things, what you're putting your energy to, they might not resonate anymore. And this can be with what we're eating, our exercise. Remember, fire needs to move in order for it to create. If it gets stagnant, it can burn out. But also, if you overdo it with Aries, because that can very much be the case, you can burn out. So this is asking you to get the balance. So we've got the White Witch, This is where we can sit in solitude, so you can get the rest with the action. This is asking us to get the balance here. And here's the fire guardian. The fire guardian, the masculine. So you've got the masculine here and the witch with the feminine. That's it. That represents Neptune, and this represents Saturn in Aries. This is beautiful. Getting that balance, the wisdom of the feminine. She's woke up, and now the masculine's matured. We're moving forward together with more balance, more maturity, more wisdom from the past. They're gorgeous. If you're liking this, guys, do hit that subscribe button. Now I'm going to ask Neptune, how can we lead with a spiritual undertone? How can we lead with ease and grace? How can we lead? Remember Neptune in Aries. Ooh. Oh, right. Okay, that one wants, did you see that one? That wants to come out. So we have here the traveller, move in a new direction. Interesting. Move in a new direction. And it's got the compass there. This is feminine. So it's asking us to lead with the feminine fire, the kundalini, the life force. Whether man or woman, our feminine has been neglected for such a long time. Open up to receive, believe in the impossible, use your intuition. Remember, in the embodiment, that word gets bantered around in the spiritual community. But how many really do practice listening to the body? Or how many times has your body told you something and you've ignored it? A pain, an ache, a knowing. This is where we are travelling. This is going to help us on our journey, on our travels forward. We're trusting our intuition. That's very Neptunian. Let's see what that card was that wanted to come out. The shapeshifter. Wow, look at this. The shapeshifter. This is transform and unveil your gifts. Again, Neptune is about our spirituality. It's the unseen. It's lifting the veil. And we've got the wolf, the eagle, all very spiritual animals, power animals. Again, we've got the masculine and the feminine coming together. You lead from a spiritual leadership, and you've mastered self. You've mastered your soul. And they're beautiful energies, guys. What's at the bottom of the deck, just because I'm nosy? The moon. The moon. The moon cycles, following the ebb and flow of the moon. I feel the moon, so for when we're in this heavy Neptunian energy, it's taking an interest in moon cycles, astrology, the seasons, the elements, because that's how we flow. Things are not like they used to be, how people are linear, where it says today is Monday, and on a Monday we do this, this and this. On a Tuesday we do this, this. That's very old control Capricornian energy. This is wanting us to lead from a more, what does my body need today? It might need rest. What does my body need? Oh, it needs to do a little bit of movement. What does my body need? I need to take action. I need to sit in meditation. This is asking us to go with the ebb and the flow and follow the moon cycles. Follow the cycle of your body. Follow the cycles of astrology, because they'll always guide you. And when we go against them, that's when our life can feel a little bit challenged. Beautiful. Okay, guys. Enjoy your new life. Take good care.